What's up, everybody? This is Kieran Reese, otherwise known as the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, the O.C.G, and I'm here playing Amnesia. I had to restart because I actually did about an hour, and that got lost in the stream somehow. And I don't do incomplete streams like that with parts missing, so I just decided to restart. So you might see me rush through some of the players I've already been through. And that's why. Hey, thank you for watching. I appreciate you.
Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
Wake up, Daniel! This first level, Daniel's all campy.
Don't be God with one.
Canterbury. I always thought that was a interesting name.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brenenberg.
Later that eve, tomorrow.
You know, the actor who plays Daniel has become iconic for that. His voice work is a large part of what makes the story work. But he had to interview online, and he did most of his stuff, voiceover for this game online, and he said it was very impersonal, and yet he gives a fucking dope performance.
Today. I was trapped.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble, and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it. You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Oh, that's right. My bad. I'm gonna do this whole series.
Where did the Baron go?
Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow. I thought standing by alerts wasn't supposed to kill your sanity. Let me pause this and see.
Fuck, that's fucking with my vision. I'm just gonna sit here until my sanity drops, so it'll get back to a normal level again. Well. After I put that in front of the door. Okay, I guess it's not gonna go away. Fucking sweet. Nope. No. Oh my god, no. Okay, I may have missed something in there.
What's happening? Oh, feels like my chest is going to burst.
God! Wilhelm, do something!
Accept it. We're not getting out of here alive.
How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit! Let us out of here!
This shouldn't be.
There should be more coop rats. Let me see. And one part aqua force.
Damn it. Oh shit, my oil's really low. God, this part really gets to me. Fuck.
reason for it, but you can light the lamp now if you wish.
What's the reason? For the darkness, that is.
Stay close. Be careful not to stray.
What's the reason? Why is it so dark?
Pay attention, Daniel. It's important that you keep going straight and make sure not to stray.
Found my key.
I didn't lose too much progress. Yeah, because I like used all those lantern oils. Should have just actually refilled.
It sure
At
is
that
dark
container.
in here.
Yes, and there's a good reason for it. But you can light the lamp now if you wish.
What's the reason? For the darkness, that is.
Stay close. Be careful not to stray.
What's the reason? Why is it so dark?
Pay attention, Daniel. It's important that you keep going straight and make sure not to stray.
I sit by myself, talking to the slightly down. That is way too fucking loud. Oh. God, that fucking creepy. Shit! Wow, it didn't go for it. What the fuck? Oh God, get up! No, let's up. Here's where we were last time before I lost my progress, so... Storage. Test room. Study.
You have an ascending room. Will it take us to the inner sanctum?
It will definitely take care of the vertical part of our journey. So, you have ridden an elevator before?
Yes, the Colosseum at Regent's Park has one. It takes you to the gallery where you can view the panorama.
Good. This ride might be a little longer, and in the other direction.
And there's the machine room. Let's go to the guest rooms first.
My journal is gone. What they want with my journal? of July, 1839. I received a letter today from the Algerian governor's office disclosing the fate of Herbert's expedition. About a week after my departure, Abdullah, one of the men traveling with us, returned from the desert. He was badly injured, as if maimed by a lion. The man rambled deliriously about the expedition being attacked by something horrible. The French quickly dispatched a search party to look for the expedition. After searching for days, they found the camp abandoned without any trace of Herbert or his men. Tomorrow, I'll retrieve the things they recovered from Herbert's tent at the customs house. I don't know what to make of it, but I'm worried for him.
He died. You find out in Amnesia. He died a pretty brutal death. And all because of his fucking stupidity. He decided to go into the other world without a talisman to come back, even though Alexander just clearly told him not to do that. So he died.
3rd of July, 1839. Today I picked up Herbert's things at the customs house. I dug through the trove of documents he had carried and found a log detailing the expedition. The nature of this text ranged from quick notes to colourful accounts of transpired events. I skimmed the pages, trying to figure out what might have happened. May 17th, the day I was trapped inside the orb
Day before my birthday.
Herbert dryly states, "Recovered Daniel after 1 hour of entrapment." This confused me greatly. I was suffocating within minutes. How could I have lasted an hour? I continued reading the peculiar text. Herbert states his facts without judgment or passion, but suddenly I could read frustration into his text. He pushed his men to investigate the underground tomb, an effort which seems to have strained the minds of his men. Madness spread through the ranks, and Herbert had to take some extreme measures to continue. He finally visits the chamber himself, where he retrieves the orb to the surface. His account confuses me greatly. If he has the orb, what are those pieces in my drawing room?
There's multiple. Multiple.
let it be here. 4th of July, 1839. It's done. The orb is assembled. I was awakened by an exhausting nightmare. Shaking and sweating, I retired to the drawing room with a cup of tea. The relic pieces lay spread across the table as I'd left them, but somehow I knew how it was supposed to be. I fetched the tar, which I had prepared to fix the pieces together, and without fault I joined them, producing the orb I remembered so clearly. The tar proved unnecessary. It was pushed out from the joining pieces as they merged on their own, with no adhesive. The ancient stone relic now rests on my table. Its immaculate surface and perfect shape could have been molded by a factory. This is all too strange.
Broke the fucking door down. You said he had a key here. Yeah, I think it even tells you an important key is hidden in the desk room. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, thank God, there it is. I guess it is a good place to hide it then.
As some of the stuff in this game is fucking scary. Letter regarding the discovery of an orb. To my most trusted student and friend. The most remarkable thing happened as I was traveling through the Prussian woods this summer. I finally found one of the orbs I have been looking for the last 20-odd years. It is as inexplicable as the heliodromus described in the Hortus Conclusus. It was, as I was told about, an underground Mithric temple crowned with the unearthly artifact. The orb was big enough to fill my cupped hands, and the texture was smooth and jagged. Its color washed while rich. Contrast is not enough to describe its nature. It was an impossibility, an artificial paradox captured within stone. I was staying in a nearby village called Altstadt, investigating antiquated when I finally found the cavern. Real. As you can understand, this is the most important discovery of my life, but it has also become my greatest fear. As I entered the chamber, I could feel that I was trespassing. Because of my curiosity, I did my best to fight these instincts and fetch the orb from its place. I scrambled out of the chamber and into the woods. I could sense something was following me. It bayed loudly as it closed in. The beast, this guardian of the orb, was relentless in its pursuit. I made my way to a nearby ravine where I stumbled upon some men fishing in the lake. I tried to warn them as I passed, but fortunately, they remained as I continued my escape. When I heard their cry of pain echo through the valley, I felt a tremendous sense of relief, thinking I would be spared. Suddenly, a blue shimmering light engulfed me, and the colors of the forest were washed away before my eyes. I kept running through the bleak surroundings. The trees had turned charcoal black with the leaves of cinder, the ground covered in murky water. I pressed on through the drenched land as the glowing ember gave way to the rising wind and rain on me. I could hear pleading screams in the distance, and I joined in as pain and fear overtook me. I fell to the ground, gasping for air. This certainly must sound strange, but I had been carried miles across the Alps to a grassy field outside Genoa. The guardian had taken the orb from me, but still, until this day, I fear its return. Sometimes I lay awake at night listening for the howling cry I heard in the forest. It's been nearly a decade since that day, and I still haven't been able to write out the incident. The last time we spoke, you told me about your interest in research into the mentor, Heinrich Agrippa. And yet, for some reason, the orb chooses to leave some dudes alive, and it chooses to brutally murder others. The shadow, I mean. Like, they never fully go into why that is. Some people have said that it has to do with the character of the person who comes in contact. Other people have said that it has to do with their intentions, if they were going to misuse the orb, or if they just had curiosity. They never fully explain it. They leave a lot about the shadow mysteriously. They even talk more about the shadow in Rebirth, and they still manage to leave a lot of it secret. Which I have to commend. It's not easy to do that. And it absolutely...
Let's see what you have to offer. What a mess. I should have sharpened the saw, but I can sense it. It's definitely there.
Is fun. 1658, January 9th. Further disappointment. The Antiquarian's latest findings yield nothing. I'm still unable to within it. I shall pursue more books on this. Emanate more of the energy I seek, but I hope would prove a hassle to acquire. Man, he's just something fucking else. Oh, wait. Canis lupus familiaris, so wolf. 1658, April 12th. After agitation, fear and pain-induced stress, which seems to trigger an indigenous response, causing the animal to burst with energy. I believe that the catalyst is produced in the brain. It's difficult to determine exactly where and what it is, but I can sense it. It reeks of cosmic genesis. Problem in harvesting this energy, since the creature is bound to die from the exercise. I must refine this process of torture to enable any real work to be done. My experiments must be performed. But it seems that only human beings are able to produce the amount necessary. It might be their ability to appreciate the severity of the process that ultimately augments their experience of terror. Man, he's evil. That's right, didn't you have to break the window? I think you do, and you have to go outside. On the ledge. I remember that. Yeah. Let's fuck this chair up. You were virtually never outside in this game, like, ever. I honestly wish they had rectified that and had more shit outside, because I really would have liked that, but it seems like this engine probably wouldn't suit it for it either. If the elevator breaks down again, make sure to use the steam engine to build pressure before channeling into the machinery. Adjust levers to get the right amount of pressure inside the chamber. The meter should read up 8 and down 8. The flow is set according to the Trinity chart. Now I'm going to the machine room.
July, 1839. Today, I went to the university looking for answers. I was able to sneak into Herbert's office and pick up an address book along with some relevant textbooks. Professor Taylor at the Faculty of History was very helpful, and I managed to approach the subject of the orbs. The most interesting aspect was the prevalent trace they had left in our culture. The mythic orbs may, in fact, have inspired the globus cruciger, which so many royal regalia holds to this day. In ancient times, the orbs were held by priests as a symbol of the sun and its power. As I was leaving, I overheard a disturbing conversation. Sir William Smith, the geologist, was killed last night. Less than a fortnight had passed since I'd asked for his expertise. I know it's silly, but I can't help feeling responsible somehow.
One of the great theories I've seen is that Daniel actually can see flashbacks of memories, not just from him, but of other people. And that's apparently something the orb should do. And when he got the orb, it exploded. So many people have theorized that the reason why the shadow didn't hurt Daniel, the reason why Daniel could do all this shit and have all this intuition, is because he absorbed part of the orb and got some of its power unintentionally.
Of July, 1839. I've read every book I can find on the subject. While rich in legend and hearsay, my knowledge is lack for the insight I crave. I've sent letters to many in Herbert's address book and received answers of varying importance. Today, I got one which differed greatly from the others. From a baron in Prussia. He said nothing about the quaint stories of priests in underground temples. He didn't even mention them. He simply wrote, "I know. I can protect you. Come to Brenenberg Castle." Signed, Alexander. What am I to make of this? Protect me from what? Is someone after me? I looked up Brenenberg and traced it to the Prussian woods near the Baltic Sea. While being the least informative letter I've received, it causes me greatest distress and interest. As I write, my thoughts are drawn to my nightmares in which a most disturbing sound calls to me. A sound defying description. A voice from the void. The last few weeks have been awful, with so many sleepless nights dreading a repeat of those horrid dreams. Tomorrow, I shall visit my physician, Dr. Tate, in hope that he can provide me with sedatives to help me sleep.
He's gonna provide you with something. This dick!
17th of July, 1839. How has this escaped me? They're all dead. Limbs scattered, heads split down the middle, their skin flayed as if boiled. I feel like I'm falling into myself. What's happening? Sir William Smith, Professor Taylor, now Dr. Tate. Is it following me? How can it not be? It's the damn thing I brought from Africa. Something is after me. I have no choice but to trust the Baron. He better know what he claims. If he is wrong, I suspect he'll regret it as well.
That is a fair assessment. Because he fucking will. Huh. Shadow's not fucking around. one of them is up the stairs, like along the stairway. I remember getting stuck here when I first played this. I sit by myself, talking to the moon. What else can I do? Okay. Nope. Oh, that's right, I need to grab a fucking thing of coal. Yeah, the question is, where are the other two rods? Know that there are only 2 spare rods left in the storage for the elevator machinery. Oh, so I guess those are in like storage? Where it? Fuck, I guess I gotta go back.
Don't forget your bag, Daniel.
I won't, Herbert.
There is no shame in using a parasol in the desert. As it happens, it's imperative to your survival.
but it looks ridiculous.
The shade will hurt much less than dying, I assure you.
Here we go. Oh no, this isn't creepy at all. Oh, we're fine. I just know that when I pick that up, something bad is going to happen. Hey, what's up, man? What's my sanity like? My sanity is okay, for the most part. Okay. Now is when we get the fuck out of here.
Is anyone there?
Wait, before I grab that. Yeah. I'm playing it on PS5. Good thing I have plenty of spare oil. Sweet, more oil. Tinderbox and laudanum. Great. There we go. Although I'm still a bit salty because they kind of frictional games kind of fucked over the PS5. They released Amnesia Rebirth back in 2020, right? Pretty good game, flawed, but it's still good. And you know, it was PS4. It was before the PS5 came out. So then they updated it to be 60 FPS on PS5, but they did it. It made it worse. It's one of the few times I've seen an extra enhancement that made it worse because they didn't optimize it properly. So it ran at an unlocked frame rate, and the frame rate was literally just looking around will cause the frame rate to massively plummet and raise. I mean, it was almost never stable. It wasn't unplayable, but it was bad. And the base game on PS5 had a stable frame rate, so the upgrade made it worse. Well, they finally, they never got around to fixing it, even though people bitched, myself included. And then finally, they just released Amnesia Rebirth for Xbox. I guess it was a PlayStation exclusive for a while. They had an exclusivity deal. And they upgraded for Series X. They actually fixed the problems there, and have yet to do it on PlayStation. So it's like 1,000 times better on Series X, and I really like them making it work on Series X and not making it work on PlayStation. That's kind of shitty. Like, that actually bothers me more than exclusive, right? Because game companies can make it exclusive. They're either paid by the studio or whatever. That doesn't bother me. But if you're gonna release a fucking game on 2 different platforms, you need to support those platforms equally. Okay? So, PS5 got a gimpy rushed upgrade that arguably, for me, makes it worse than it was before. Because before it was locked at 30, but it was locked at 30. Now it's constantly going up and down. You're always seeing lag. And then Xbox got fixed and has just a perfect fucking frame rate from start to finish. It's 60, just locked. Because it wasn't due to hardware power. Amnesia Rebirth wasn't even that demanding by PS4 standards. It was okay looking. Amnesia and the Amnesia games are the best graphically. Because they're made by a small studio, so they don't push the hardware. So it's just optimization. They just kind of hastily threw something together for PS5, but they made a full next-gen version for Xbox. And that's kind of shitty. Especially considering, since the game was a PS4 exclusive, and then by extension on PS5, it wasn't even on PC, by the way. It was on PS4 only. You'd really think that they would do more effort for the PlayStation version. Plus, it was exclusive to PS4 for 2 years. So all of the copies that were bought up to this point were PS4. So you wouldn't even have the money to make an Xbox version if it wasn't for all the people like me that bought it on fucking PS4. That you're leaving with the broken version of the game. Yeah, you need a container. Which unfortunately means I have to go down here where that fucking monster went. Yay!
Please, let me go. I won't tell anyone, I swear. I just want to go home. No! Get away from me! Leave me alone!
There's gotta be a container in here then. Or somewhere in that other room that I missed, because I need the drill to open it and then I need a container to hold the liquid. Either way. And good developers, the best developers I should say, understand that. Okay, because, take the Outer Worlds. That's made by fucking Obsidian. They were bought by Microsoft a couple years ago, okay? And they still, when they upgraded it for next gen, they put it on PS5 as well. Even though they were already owned by Microsoft. And the reason why is we already released the game on PS4 and Xbox, so it would be kind of unfair to take a game we already released and make an upgrade for one platform and not another. And thank you. You get it. You understand. You don't have to release it on both, but if you're gonna, Support them both equally. Otherwise, you're just saying, well, fuck you, you get a shitty version of the game. They did that shit back with Silent Hill Collection, too. It released in an insanely broken state. I mean, it's like the stuff of legends, how bad that fucking collection was. But they released a patch that fixed some of the issues, and they only released it for PlayStation. So like, oh, did you buy our game on Xbox? Well, fuck you, we're not gonna patch that version. Even though that is like literally the most dumb fucking thing ever. It's like you released a broken game on Xbox, so if you're going to patch it on PS3, you should also fucking patch it on Xbox. Don't be a dick. Oh, I have a jar. I had a jar this entire time. I'm a fucking idiot. Okay. And then where's the other container? Like right here. Put the drill in. Try to have a conversation with people. Yeah, that's right. You have to hit with something. I forgot about that. There we go. Oh, shut up. Really? For the love of Christ. God! Woo! Shit. game is... Can't fight. You have to hide. Fucking run for your life. And this is more story focused than say something like Evil Within. I mean, Evil Within has a story, but it's not the focus. The story and the atmosphere is very much the focus of this game. Trinity 4, okay. Okay, that should be enough to start this fucking machine up. I don't understand why you need more. Let me see. Oh, I think, okay. I think I have to start the machine up there. Oh no, I have to turn the steam handles. That's right. To seal, yeah, okay. Seal the steam. Okay. Thought I did. And I'll figure this out one way or another. This game also has a much bigger focus on puzzles and shit. Whereas Evil Within has virtually no puzzles whatsoever. I know there's a way to fix these game mods, but it's been years since I played this. Oh, I forget some of this shit. Oh, that's right. These switch before 8 up, 8 down. Okay. 8 up, down. Okay. Let's see. 3, 6, 8. that's 8 down. Okay, so 3 plus 4 is 7. Okay, let's try this. 5. Plus 3 is 8, so we got 8 up. Let's turn that down. 2, 4. Yeah. Let's try it, yeah. That's 5, 6, 7, now that's okay. Let's try 1, 2, 3. Yeah, see, this game has puzzles you actually need to stop and think about. Okay. Two, 5, 1. Yeah, that's 8. And well, that's 2. Yeah, okay, so that's not needed. And then that's 4. 4. And it's the fact they both have to be matching that gets you. Okay. Yeah. Then we'll that in the DLC, the Shadow of Rose, and going through Mercenaries with the new characters. I really like Mercenaries in A. I always like Mercenaries, but I thought A was a really good version. Ugh, excuse me. 3, 5 would be 8, so that's really all I need. Okay. Thank you for watching, I appreciate you. 2, 5, 7, 8. No, but then I have that fucking thing up there. So maybe. Let me try. 2, 4. The conceivable way that I would see this being is 5, 2, and then 1. So that would make this have to go this way. 4. For 5, 6, 7, 8, which would allow me to pull that. 6, 2, so that's 8 right there, but then that would, okay, let's see if I can, three, 4, and that's 8, so this is unnecessary. Let's put this to 5. I have to raise that up. See, that's what fucking gets me, dude. Okay, so 5 and 3. Okay. 2. 2, 4. Ah, my brain. Okay, let's try this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So those 3 are for up. That's for down. Oh, that's. Okay. This out. I've done it before, it's just been a few years since I've played this fucking game. You know what? Just to be safe. Put that in front of the door. When you put shit in front of the door, it protects you. It's a fucking barricade. It's virtually the only means of defense you have in this fucking game. Okay, so... That's 8, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that would be fucked up. Okay, so actually let's bring that up. Bring that down. So yeah, we're still at 8 on below. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so alternatively doing this. Okay. 7, 8. 2. 7. Oh wait, I think I did it. Boom! Fuck you, puzzle! And I'm like very sure that something's going to try to fucking get me as soon as I solve this puzzle. So let's put some shit in front of the door. Just in case. Just, yep. Stack it like that. Nope. Stack it on top. Fucking blocks. Okay, I think we're good. And that's the elevator. Hello. Pink goo from hell. Okay, so I can continue and go down further. fucking terrific. What? I'm not sure what you mean.
Come, this way.
What was that?
Forgive me, I should have warned you. One of my responsibilities as a Baron is that of a prison warden. This is where criminals are locked up.
Like a dungeon?
Very much so. Come, don't linger.
Hey, oil. Ah, shit, my sanity is really low.
Where is she? Where did she go?
No. I won't tell. I will never tell you.
You're just making things worse. Look, this is no place for a young girl all by herself. She could be hurt or worse. There's no telling what horrors await down there.
Oh, wait, just look around, make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, yep. Help my sanity. Good. Now, ooh, like a drunk dude. That's really fucking annoying. Alright, I gotta plug it up. It's like this is the worst possible time. Hey, oil. Oh, there that fucker is.
But Mother, I don't want to leave without you.
Hurry, child. You must go. Find Gabriel, the Outrider, and tell him to alert the King's men.
No, you come too.
Please, we don't have time to make the hole any wider.
But
Someone is coming. Hurry. I'll cover the hole with the bed. Everything will be fine. I promise.
Oh, the hammer and chisel. Ah, sorry. Okay, dead end. There you go, finally. Kitchen. Bet they're cooking up something tasty in there. Oil. To have.
2nd of August, 1839. I have arrived at the village of Altstadt. It's a haven in the midst of a vast forest and the last stop before my final destination, Castle Brenenberg. It's late in the evening, and the Outrider, who has been with the coach since Bremen, advised me to wait until morning before I venture further. I've arranged for a bed at Der Müller, the village's only inn, and am now waiting for the sun to rise. I try to sleep, but as I close my eyes, I see the men who fell victim in London. My fear and shame forces me to witness the same scenes over and over. They are dead because of me.
Not, you know, I mean, it's not like he wanted that to happen. I need to look around for some kind of pot. Oh, shit. Oh, God. right on my ass.
Hey! Anybody! Help! Christ. I don't believe this. Why? I mean, why? What's done to you deserve this? I mean, it can't be. Do I deserve this? It wasn't my fault. Why did he have to go in there? Don't go into burning houses. He should have known better.
Okay, I think I lost it. Oh, great.
Of August, 1839. I feel like I have fled the world and all its worries. Brenenberg is a majestic creation perched upon a forest-clad hill with towers reaching well above even the highest pine trees. Following the winding road leading to the gates gives the impression of discovering something forgotten, as if journeying with Marco Polo to the hidden Xanadu. Alexander, the Baron, is a peculiar but gracious man. He seems well versed in worldly matters, and is not at all as eccentric as I assumed. My room is exquisite, and I'm confident that no hotel for miles could even hope to match it. As the sun sets on Brenenberg, its fairy tale varnish turns to an eerie gloom. Alexander's strange servants are never far away. They are a quiet lot, and their behavior could only be described as skulking. Alexander seems pleased by my presence. As he puts it, it seems like I got here just in time.
Just, you know, put the naked dude in the corner. Ooh. Oh, no, 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 oh, no, no.
Is he safe? Well, it's for his own good.
There's my fucking campfire. Shit.
Soon we'll be ready. Let there be enough time. escaped? Where is he now?
Hey, you! Stop!
Don't come any closer. I just want to leave.
You can't go outside. It's too dangerous.
I'm telling Gabriel.
I doubt that very much.
Oh, really?
Of August, 1839. The nightmares woke me in the early morning, and for a moment I forgot where I was.
Sorry.
Shortly after, there was a knock on my door. Alexander had heard my screams and asked me to join him in the parlor. As we drank our tea, Alexander began to tell me what he knew. It seems like the orb I found casts a long and dark shadow. It's not only a powerful item, but a dangerous one. Simply by touching it, you invoke the powers within, and if you are too weak to control it, it will devour you. The shadow is a sluggish thing, lagging behind the wielder, killing anyone or anything in its path to reclaim the orb. I said I didn't care about its powers, and that I should throw it away. Alexander advised against this, as I'd still be a part of the path to the orb, and eventually suffer death. Having the orb, I would at least have the chance to fight back when the time came. I asked Alexander what he meant when he said he could protect me, and he answered that things can be done, but at a price.
That was a mistake. God damn it. God. Oh, okay, I'm gonna take a break. Back in a bit.